Drop a like in the next 5 seconds or you'll never hit level 40 in NBA 2K22. I wouldn't risk it. Hey. Alright, let me tell you, that was kind of weird. What's up, guys? SoulDF back with another video. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys the best XP method for current gen and next gen. I know you guys see I'm on current gen right now, but don't worry, I got the best method for next gen as well. There's a lot of similarities between current gen and next gen, but there's also a lot of differences, which we are going to get into. It is the same grind, technically, you know. It goes up to level 40, as you guys know. 2K went away with the rep system of the past, how they used to have like superstar, all-star, elite, all that type of stuff. And now it's just levels. You got to go from level 1 to level 40. I'm going to explain all of that though. But yeah, guys, with this rep method, you guys can hit level 40 in literally 2 to 3 days. Obviously, it's not going to be easy. You know, you're going to have to play a lot in these 2 to 3 days. But I'm about to give you guys the best rep methods in the game. Also, in case this is your first time watching me, I have been a top rep for the past 4 2Ks. You know, I always hit legend. I always hit whatever the highest rep is pretty fast. So don't worry, I got y'all. But before we hop into the rep methods, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 500,000 subscribers. I would appreciate it if you could press that red subscribe button, turn on my post notifications so you guys don't miss a stream or upload, and drop a like in this video. Let's aim for 10,000 likes. But let's get into it. All right, so we are starting off on current gen. But now listen, if you guys are a next gen player, I would not skip yet. Obviously, I'm gonna talk about next gen a little bit later on. But there's some basic things that go for both games. And when I talk about next gen, I'm not gonna talk about this again. So basically what I'm saying is I'm not gonna repeat myself later on in the video. So first off, as you guys see, I'm on the cruise ship. You guys can also do this in the city. If you guys press start, you guys will see the seasons tab and you guys will see season prizes. Now you guys see it goes from level 1 all the way up to level 40. If I continue scrolling all the way up here, you guys see level 4, you get a go-kart in season 1. Depending on what season you're watching this, there's going to be different rewards. So like I said in the intro, there's no more, you know, rookie, all-star, elite, legend. It's now levels. Now there is a legend this year. As you guys see, it says legend prize right here. If I press A, it says you need to be level 40 in 4 different seasons. Now this doesn't have to be 4 straight seasons. It doesn't matter which 4 seasons. There's going to be 9 seasons throughout the year. You just need to be level 40 in 4 of them to get the legend prize, which, I mean, we don't know what it is, and we're probably not going to know until that 4th season. And so with these rep methods I'm about to tell you guys definitely want to try to get level 40. It's not really a rush though until season 4, because season 4 is where we're going to see our first legends. Something else that I want to tell you guys is that when you are down here in these bottom levels, the rep grind's easy. You're going to be thinking, oh my god, I'm going to hit level 40 like tonight. But nah, it gets harder. Once you get into the 20s, it gets a little tough, but once you hit like 30 to 40 is really tough, and I would say that takes up like 75% of the rep grind here. So yes, it's going to seem easy at first, but it definitely does get harder in the 30s. But it's definitely not as hard as like past 2Ks, like when you would grind to legend. Like level 40 is kind of easy compared to that. All right, so if you guys haven't really been playing this game, maybe you're new, maybe it's your first day, whatever, you guys need to know about these XP coins. They're on current gen and they're on next gen. You guys see right here, you have 120 minutes, 60 minutes, 30 minutes. These are double XP tokens. You guys see I have one right now for 120 minutes. I'm not going to use it because I'm not playing right now. But if I go back to the season prizes, you guys will see at level 38 you get one. You get them at different levels. Level 32, you guys get the gist. You get them throughout the rep grind. And by the way, you guys want to go to season prizes and press A to claim your prizes. You don't get them automatically. You got to press A on them to claim them, and then once you claim them, you guys will have double XP tokens. But listen, don't use a token unless you know you're going to play for that full amount of time and you're going to be rep grinding. XP coins are very important for this year's rep grind. Now look, there's an elevator right here. This year there's elevators. You can go to different floors and stuff. So if we go to deck 14, now this is not on next gen. I'm going to show you guys how to do this on next gen, but you guys want to go to deck 14 game room. This is just for current gen. Like I said, next gen has a different wheel room, but look, this room has all the daily spin the wheels, or whatever you want to call them. You guys see here, this one is currently landed on double XP. That means the last person that spun this wheel got double XP. You guys can see there's a double XP panel on the top, the left. There are a couple double XP options. Let's see what this guy gets. He's probably not going to get it, because why would he get double XP from my rep method video? But let's see what he lands on. And he lands on an NBA store item. But yeah, I mean, if you don't want double XP, you can get VC, different, you know, attributes, Gatorade, whatever. But over here is the elite wheel. Now, when you get to level 26, as you guys see right here, let me go down here, level 26, you get the VIP wheel access. I'm going to be honest, level 26 is kind of easy to hit. You guys go over to this wheel. This shit is packed. As you guys can see, everyone's spinning this wheel and they're trying to get double XP. You guys can get double XP over here for 2 hours, 4 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours if you land on bonus. And you guys can spin these wheels once a day, so make sure you're spinning your wheels for double XP. The next thing, and this is on next gen too, if you guys press start and then go over to the neighborhood tab, you guys will see the event schedule. Now if you click here, there are a bunch of events for double XP. Now, you guys want to make sure that you are playing during these events if you are serious about hitting level 40, if you guys want to hit level 40 fast. You guys see there's double XP in the rec center, which I'm gonna be honest, the rec center is pretty good for double XP or for just getting rep in general. You guys see this one, which is going to be a double XP event for defender builds. And then Treasure Island, I don't know what this is exactly. We're gonna have to see because it's a new event, but this is also most likely going to be double XP. Dime Time also is going to be double XP on October 16th. But yeah, I don't know when you guys are watching this video. Just go into the neighborhood tab, check your event schedule, and see when double XP events are dropping. Also, if you have a double XP coin and you use that while there's an event going on, you will get 4 times XP. Yes, the 2 times XP coins stack. So if you use a coin while there's double XP, you'll have 4 times XP. All right, so now I'm going to talk about builds because there are certain builds that get more rep than others. So if I go to progression here, I'm just going to show you my build really quick. If you want my build, I have a build video. This is a 6'2 playmaking shot creator, the best build in the game. As you guys see, it has very high playmaking and very high shooting. Now, if you're a guard, you guys are going to want playmaking in your build. Matter of fact, let me hop into the builder. All right, so you guys can see that I am in the builder. We're just going to go point guard really quick, jersey number. Doesn't matter. I'm going to just put it on 0. But look, when you guys get to this pie chart screen, spoiler alert for later on in the video, is mainly lobs. Like, there's going to be a bunch of other things that help you get more rep, but the main thing that gives you the most rep is throwing lobs. Now, if you're a passer, if you have high pass accuracy, if you have playmaking in your build, so like this pie chart here, which has half playmaking, or just any of the pie charts that have a decent amount of playmaking, like this one has playmaking, this one also would count as a playmaking build, not that one. This one is a pure playmaker, so that would obviously count. This one would count. All the builds with playmaking are going to get more rep from throwing lobs because that's what they're good at. And then obviously you're going to need someone to catch the lobs. If you are the person catching lobs, that also gives a lot of rep. Now you're going to want a finishing build like this one that I'm hovering over, or this one, this one, this one. Anything with a decent amount of blue or finishing in the pie chart will give you a lot of rep for catching lobs. Now, let's say that you have a build that has neither. You have like a red-green build or something. Throwing lobs is still going to be the best rep method, but if you have playmaking or finishing in your build, that is just going to give you a little bit more rep. So I'm not saying you have a red-green build, you're screwed, although I would probably recommend making a new build for rep grinding. But if you do have a different type of build, still throw lobs. It's just not going to give you as much as if you had a playmaking build. And if you're the center, catch lobs, especially if you have any blue or finishing in your pie chart, that is going to give you the most XP. On next gen, obviously it's a different builder. I'm going to get into what builds on that game get more XP, but this is the current gen best builds for getting XP. So real quick, and you guys see a little roller skate. So I think this is one of the rep rewards you guys will get in season 1. But anyways, I'm going to talk about the courts and which courts are the best to rep grind on, which courts you guys should be playing, and which courts you should be avoiding if you're trying to get a lot of rep. Who the fuck is that guy? But anyways, the threes court right here, you guys see in the park. I wouldn't recommend playing stage. I mean, that's like competitive for VC, but park threes is a great option. I would probably say park 2s is a little bit better just because you're not going to need that third teammate. As you guys know, lobs are the rep method, as I've said. So the person throwing the lobs and the person catching the lobs are going to get a lot of reps. So it's going to be kind of tough for that third teammate that's going to be in the corner. That's really not going to be getting a lot of rep. But if you can find someone that's fine with just sitting in the corner, getting some wins, although they're not going to get a lot of rep, then threes might be better because lobs are a little bit easier to get. You know, there's not people just sitting paint like on the 2s where they know you're just trying to get a lob. You know, you could send someone on a cut from a back door, or you could do a lot of different things in the 3s. So 3s is probably one of, if not the best courts to rep grind on. Now I'm going to walk over here to the 2s court, and this is the court that I rep grind on. I have not played 3s yet this year. 2s is pretty easy for me. You know, I don't really force lobs, but I'm going to get into that later, like how I really play when I'm rep grinding. But 2s is easy. You know, there's a bunch of different rep method plays or whatever, special plays that I've come up with, which I'm going to show you later, that allow you to get lobs easy on the 2s. And 2s is just where I've always rep grinded. So 2s is a great option to rep grind. Next up, if you guys go to the elevator and then go to deck 14, you guys can go to the ante up, which has the 1v1 court. This court is terrible for rep. Do not play this if you are trying to get XP. It is not the method at all. Real quick, I'm gonna talk about rec and pro-am. If I go over to this elevator, I'll show you guys. Look, you guys will see on deck 4 you have the rec center, deck 8 is gonna be pro-am, and deck 16 has a 5v5 moat court, which is just a 5v5 court. So basically I'm talking about 5v5 courts right now. These are the glitch for XP. If you want to get XP fast, play 5v5, and if you can get people that'll allow you to throw lobs and just, you know, do the best rep methods, that's gonna be even better. But if you really don't have a lot of teammates, then maybe just hop in the rec. That's going to be probably your best option to get XP fast. And as you guys know, you can also play Pro-Am 3v3, which is a really good option if you're struggling to get games in the park. Whether you're playing Park 3s or Park 2s, maybe just hop in Pro-Am 3v3, throw some lobs in there. That is another good option for getting XP. All right, so before I hop on next gen, I wanted to show you guys some gameplay and what I do to get a lot of XP. I'm gonna be honest, I'm in no rush to hit level 40. You know, you can't hit legend until season 4, so there's really no rush. I'm gonna hit level 40 in all the seasons, or at least the first 4, but I'm really in no rush until season 4. So a lot of the time I'm just shooting threes, you know, cooking up, shooting threes, not really focused too much on lobs. If I do throw a lob, it's because it's just the smart play to do, and it's not because I'm XP grinding. But if you guys want to XP grind, what you should do is go behind this inbound defender, get him kind of stuck. Your teammate's gonna pass the ball, and then he's gonna cut in, and you throw him the lob. He's just gonna go around, and you just throw him the lob. A lot of the time, it is gonna go through. Now, something you guys need to know this year is on lobs, your teammate or the center, maybe you are the center, you cannot come down with a lob. So if your teammate throws you a lob, there is no way for you to not go up with it. You know, sometimes you could just not hold X, and your player would just catch it and come down. That is not a thing this year. So every lob is going to be an attempted dunk. Another thing you could do is like a hash cut or a backdoor cut when they're not really looking. You know, you could be ISOing up, and then you can, you know, run in maybe, or you can run away, run towards your teammate, just send a backdoor cut. That will also sometimes work. And then another thing you guys can do is what I call the quick slip. So let's say you're dribbling over on the left side, your center's on the right side. You guys are going to kind of want to run at each other. He's not going to set a screen. He's just going to slip right away, and you're going to throw him a lob. A lot of the time, the center's going to come up. He thinks there's going to be a screen, so he's coming up to, you know, hedge a little bit, guard the guard. But the center sets no screen, just slips right away, and you throw a lob. That is another one that is really good. And then, of course, there's other ways to throw lobs, but one of the other main ways is just the sitting block lob. So your center's just going to sit on the block. You kind of wait for an opening. Sometimes you could just throw it up and over. If he's playing pretty tight, you might have to run in and like hold left trigger, kind of post up, throw a lob, or try to kind of bait him to get out of the paint a little bit, then throw the lob. Now, to get maximum rep, you guys want to throw 6 lobs at the minimum. Some people throw up to 8 because some games it does give you rep for 8 lobs, but usually it'll cap you out at 5 or 6 lobs. The game is kind of weird. It's kind of inconsistent, and say you throw 9 lobs, sometimes it only gives you the XP for like 5 of them. So I would say throw at least 6, and then you can shoot a bunch of threes to get out of the game. Or if you want, you could just keep throwing lobs. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just try to mix in 6 lobs throughout the game and get a couple threes to get out of the game. But yeah, guys, that is the best XP method for current gen. Now it's time to hop on next gen, talk about that a little bit. Although these games do have a lot of similarities, the only thing that's different is the rep method itself. I don't really know how I feel about this game. You know, it kind of gives me depression. I'm an 85 overall. I upgraded this player. Took a lot of EC. That's beside the point. You guys are here for the XP method, but this game kind of does give me pain. Maybe later on in the year it'll give me happiness, but for now it's just torture. All right, so everything when it comes to the rep grind, the spread of the rep grind, you know, level 30 to 40 is going to be the hardest part of the rep grind by a lot. The XP coins, the events, the daily spin, a lot of that stuff is the same. I mean, the daily spin, so there's no elevators on next gen. You guys want to look here. Right here is the daily reward right here. So you guys can set a waypoint on it, press Y, or if you're on PlayStation, I don't know what that is, but set a waypoint on it. You guys see that blue waypoint over there? You guys can go there, do your daily spin, see if you get double XP. But basically everything is the same when it comes to that. Now, the differences from next gen and current gen has to do with builds and rep system. You know, next gen is not all about lobs, whereas current gen is. And I'm not going to hop into a game to really show you guys because I can just talk and explain it really easily. Next gen is just like how it was in 2K21. It is all about teammate grade. So what I did last year is I played with a playmaking center, like a 7-3 playmaking center, and then the other teammate would be a shooting build, like a 6-7. It could be whatever. It's just something that can shoot. Basically, the guard would green, you know, 7 threes, whatever, make a bunch of threes and get teammate grade through that. You'd get like a B+, maybe an A- from greening all your shots, and then the center gets all the assists, and he would also get like an A-. And so the rep method on this game, I would say, is play 2s, but, and this game is chopping, I don't know if you guys can see it. If you guys can find a rec squad, and I'm about to show you where the rec is. Hopefully I can, there it is. Okay, right here. This is the rec center right here at the bottom of the map. You guys can set a waypoint on that if you want to, and then go to it. If you guys can find a rec squad or even a pro M33 squad is solid. If you can find a rec squad that's going to allow you to get teammate grade, rec is the method. You can fly through XP bars playing rec. I'm gonna be honest, this isn't like current gen where you need teammates that are gonna allow you to throw lobs, and this shit is chopping bad. Holy shit. On next gen, you can honestly just play for stats, get some rebounds, maybe score a little, get some assists, and you will have a solid teammate grade. So honestly, on next gen, you could probably get XP without without even having solid teammates. You could just probably hop in the rec center and play for teammate grade. Also, you definitely want to win games because you don't get as much if you lose. So make sure that you're trying to win games also. Another thing is right now in the rec center, there are a lot of lag outs. Yes, it is very good for rep, but you are probably going to lag out of a couple games. Hopefully they fix that soon. But yeah, basically when it comes to builds on this game, they don't matter as much, but obviously you can make builds that specialize in doing these certain things. Like I said, my old lineup would be a playmaking center that's very tall, can get boards and pass so that he can get the assists and the boards, obviously. And then you get a shooting build, or honestly, I used a 6'7" demigod from last year. You get a shooting build and just make a build, you know, that has a lot of shooting badges that can hit some shots. So you get the passer and you got the shooter. You both get a lot of teammate grade and you both get a lot of XP. Now, if you guys are still watching the video, comment right now best XP method solo in the comments and put your Twitter ad if you want to follow back on Twitter. I'm going to follow some people back. We actually just hit 100K followers on Twitter, which is insane to say. Like, that is, I can't even comprehend that. But we hit 100K on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me, make sure to follow me at YT_solo. But yeah, comment something. Let me know that you made it this far into the video. These are the best XP methods. I will continue to drop tip videos, tutorials, you know, best jump shots, best sigs, and stuff like that. But I am excited to later on in the year, and honestly soon. I mean, I'm dropping a couple of them, but really to get into these entertaining content videos. You know, I'm talking about like ugly jump shot, trolling people, that type of content. I'm excited to get into that later on in the year. But if this video helped you out or you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Got no time for love, no kisses, yeah. New gas, new pack, we lit as fuck. I don't care, we hit them up, our business, we stay suited up. Money, we gon' run it up. Every day I'm swagging with it. Bad bitch, she gagging with it. She want me, she be grabbing with it. Her feet be dragging with it. Had me, but she lost it. Sorry, girl, I'm off it. And now she wanna top it. Oh, baby, stop it.